Okay, last night I literally went live to share a project that I'm really excited about, but within that, I did 100% say that I'd been MIA due to all the things going on. I called somebody out. I didn't call anybody. Actually, I didn't say anybody. I said one person, two persons name, but I'm allowed to do that because it pertains to me and it's well known and it's documented and it's in your inbox. If you would do something like, I don't know, let me know or let my attorney know what we're doing, that'd be great. Otherwise, this is what I'm going to keep doing. I want to send this to the person that I know that you're fucking with right now. I know who you're an idiot because you absolutely 100% think that, like, their stuff being sent to them or being relayed to them. Yesterday, I didn't mention anybody. When I said the two individuals' names, those women specifically, it was in like the context of me because they violated my confidentiality, you fucking idiots. Yeah, I'm going to call you a fucking idiot this time because you've been lurking. You were actively like stalking me on social media instead of doing what you're supposed to be doing. So what I need you to focus on right now is not my social media, which again, I shut it down in good faith. Okay? I also held back on going to forward with the rest of the stuff to the feds. Okay? In good faith. The fact that you're stalking my social media, the first time I go live on Facebook and like God knows how long now, you watch. And then that information is taken out of context and communicated with, you know what? How about this? Bare minimum. Bare minimum. Did you fix the issue that I brought up about Chamblee Middle School about the magnet program, about how you kicked two kids out of the magnet, or how they allowed two children to be kicked out of the magnet program because they had IEPs and you didn't have the appropriate staff, even though these children are supposed to be in that program? Did you address that? Did you address the LRE placement and FAPE problem at Chamblee Middle School? I can ask mom right now. I can go to mom right now and find out. Do you want to do this? Again, I told you I walked. I shut all of this down. But I shut all of this down out of good faith, but I also shut it down out of for my sanity. And so the first day that I come back, because I was excited to show people like what I'm doing, which is not advocating, which is not fighting with attorneys, which is not fucking with any of you or anybody in that district. Nothing that was said yesterday or put was out of line. It's all public data. Public data. But just to show you, just because I'm in a mood now, just because I'm so mad that you are that invasive of my privacy, you have you have zero respect for my privacy or my family. So hold on, let me just go. I'm gonna go to the dashboard I found yesterday. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna go look at all the dashboards. View all dashboards. I'm gonna show you proof of what you need to be worried about. Not my Yeah. Not this. Not this, honey. This ain't it. This is not the fight to pick for me. We're not doing that. What you need to be worried about is this. So hold on. Let me go ahead and share another screen. Okay, so we got that and that. So let me see here. Until it's moved over here. You see this right here? This right here is what you need to be worried about. If you're focusing on me, you need to be worried about this. You see this? You see how the Georgia Department of Education has been made to place this out publicly? Who does it say when I click this? If it'll show. Yesterday it popped up really well. But look who the vendor is. So out of 189 districts in the state, 179 of the districts use that vendor. And you also use the one Power School. Yeah, you use that too. Look how many students' data is actively being leaked. 1.2 million children, and then once you add Power School into that, you get to the 1.3 million, which is what Brock Wilson, the CEO of K-12 Solutions, absolutely 100% said. Hold on a second. CEO of K-12 Solutions. So this is what as it pertains to me, you need to be worried about this. Okay. I'm so mad. I'm absolutely livid that you're actively doing what you're doing. So under no circumstances is this okay at all. It's not okay. And it infuriates me that instead of focusing on what's on my screen right now, which you know what this is. You know what this is. I fail to see how this right here, the nail in the coffin that I'm telling you about, and then there's also this. This is on the DOE website. What are you doing? And look, it even takes us back. I mean, granted, I could go back further. Oh, hey, look at that. Let's see who we used back then. Well, this is a lie. So somebody is submitting false information to the Georgia DOE as it pertains to the CIS vendor map in 2015 and 16 because we were definitely in that population right there. Oh, wait, no, there we are. That was in 2015, 2016. They stopped there, or that's where they started. Now, that's when it was codified under OCGA that absolutely everything had to be housed within that vendor. You're abysmal. This is abysmal. That's abysmal. And then I don't understand what you gain from effing with me. Hold on. I don't understand what you gain by stalking my social media, violating my privacy, violating my confidentiality, violating my ability to even function. You've got a school district that is burning to the ground with pissed off parents and pissed off House reps, senators, you name it. But instead, this is what you're doing. You're stalking my social media. I didn't say anybody's fucking name other than the people that are out there publicly that everybody's known about since it was put in the fucking media. So I'm gonna make sure my attorney sees this, and I'm gonna let him know. Full disclosure. I'm gonna let him know why I'm addressing you. I'm not going to say your name, so you can't claim I'm slandering you. It's not libel. It's not any. This is the facts. I went live for the first time yesterday in months on Facebook. Now, I told you I shut my social media down, which I have. This is the only thing that's active, other than like my burner Twitter, which I've been very fucking transparent about, and a Blue Sky account. That's it. So if this is what you're doing, instead of actively fixing what you know you have to do as it pertains to me, nobody else, me, then I feel like it's okay for me to go to the board and let the board know that their outside counsel is stalking me. Stalking me on social media is what you're doing. Are you that desperate? What are you looking for? What do you hope to find? I told you, I don't want any of this. You were told to make me go away. So, once again, the olive branch that I have extended repeatedly and not gone scorched earth publicly, you need to keep that in mind. I am being extremely graceful. I'm exhibiting an extreme amount of restraint for me. Everybody knows that I'm usually loud and I will put everyone's business out there. But I pulled back because not you personally, I'm going to say I respect my attorney, and my attorney said, Warren, behave. So I'm not even sending emails because I respect my attorney. So I'm just confused. I'm confused on your priorities. Are your priorities to continue, or are the priorities? I'm not going to call you. I'm going to just say you. I'm saying, are the priorities of the school district to make sure every child in the district is afforded fate, is afforded their appropriate LRE and placement, and has access to the appropriate methodology to remediate their dyslexia per HB 307, HB 538, and SB 93. Oh, and SB 48. Would you like me to carry on with all the legislation you should be worrying about and implementing instead of the things that I know that the district is doing? But again, I'm worried about me and mine, so I am not getting in anybody else's fight. But if you continue to stalk me on social media, if you continue to stalk me and do things like this, I am 100% going to go scorched earth. This is not me threatening. This is me saying you have violated my privacy, my confidentiality, all at a whole different level now. The one time I go live, the one time in months, and you got it. Why? Why? I could have put a lot of details out there. I could have put receipts. I could have shown the proof of everything, but I didn't do that, did I? No, I said you needed to address the situation at Chambly Middle School specifically as it pertains to LRE and placement and fate, because you have children on IEPs who are supposed to be in the magnet program who got kicked out of the magnet program because you don't have the appropriate staff. Why don't you do that? Take care of that. Don't make me file the complaint for the mom. I'm livid. I'm so livid. You're abysmal. The district, you are abysmal. You have to know that, like, this is not. There's when we're in murky waters, it's called. There's good faith. There is, a lot of words I can use right now, but essentially it comes down to, are you going to stand by what you said? Are you going to follow the rules? Are you going to abide by the agreements? Right? Don't make me get my bag as it pertains to legal everything. You know I can do it, and I will do so. But stop. Just stop. Go worry about the kids sitting in those schools that don't have the appropriate LRE or placement because you don't have somebody work. Which, again, why are you focusing on something that is public knowledge versus the thing that you could get into a lot of trouble for? There's an entire school full of kids at Chamblee Middle School who can't even who are supposed to be in the magnet program because they transferred out of Kittredge to Chamblee Middle School that you, as a district, actively kicked out of the magnet program because you couldn't staff it appropriately. That's a problem. So I'm just gonna put I'm gonna get offline now because see this is why I don't want to do social media because at every angle you guys like this is what happens at every angle. So I'll go back to doing what I do, which is not Facebook. I was just excited to let people know that like I'm leaving the advocacy space and like I don't do this data stuff anymore. I don't do the like I don't do any of it because it's like soul sucking. But now I'm triggered. Now you've just triggered my PTSD again. You know who you are. I'm not going to say anything negative. I may have said the word idiot earlier in the video, which I will redact and retract right now. I'm so sorry because I know that that's going to put somebody in their feels. But stop violating my confidentiality, my privacy. Stop being intrusive. Stop stalking me. All of it. Knock it off. I promise. As soon as I hit end on this, I will go ahead and I will start the process that I held back for a week out of good faith. But apparently, that's not enough for you guys. Apparently, you want to spend your time stalking my social media in hopes you find something. Everything that I have posted publicly on my Substack or my website is public data. What is wrong with y'all? You're violating more than just I'm about to send off an open record request. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send an open record request and I want to see how many times my name has been brought up and my social media presence has been brought up. That's where I'm at right now. I'm sure my attorney is going to get mad at me because I'm not supposed to be doing things like that, but at this point, if you're invading my privacy to the point that you're actively effing with other people's lives, cool. I want to see how many times my name has been up in the emails between you know who. Because hey, it's August 4th. August 1st there was a deadline. Have you met it? No, you haven't. That's right. Good God. This is just absolutely I can't read. Can't read, guys. I can't like this is just abysmal and I'm so done with it.